this one's been Vulcan again. SCP-5031, yet another murder monster. And you know how we are over here. We do love our murder. We love our murder. I mean, as in the group of crows, not the actual homicide, okay? Like, let's not ban me. Anyway, Vulcan again. It's Vulcan time, baby. This time I'm gonna start on the right side of the screen. Will she say wood? I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying shit.
Note, file under review. This document has been flagged for possible methodological issues. Please be aware that the following information is subject to change and may contain inaccuracies.
I love his mug.
Item number, SCP-5031. Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-5031 is to be contained in an...
What'd that tail do, though? No, I'm joking. She thought about it, that's the point. Does he have 3 arms from 1 elbow? How would you work that? That means there's like 3 joints in your elbow. That's insane work, bestie.
Airtight iron cell in Biosite 59. The structure must be inspected for imperfections on a bi-weekly basis. No other interaction necessary. Description: SCP-5031 is a non-sapient quasi-humanoid creature of unknown origin. When directly observed, SCP-5031 will temporarily cease to exist until the viewer stops observing the space that SCP-5031 formerly occupied. Traces of its existence, for example scratch marks or blood trails, continue to exist when SCP-5031 does not. Video and photography devices do not capture SCP-5031's appearance. However, observing SCP-5031's shadow does not cause cessation of existence, allowing certain physiological traits to be inferred from its silhouette.
So it stops existing when it's observed. It's like, you look at it and it's gone. Temporarily cease to exist until the viewer stops observing the space that it's formerly occupied. So it's very real, you just don't see it. Like, it stops existing. It's kind of like the Weeping Angel effect, where it stops moving, but you also don't see it. Editing Rain here, I realize it's not like Weeping Angels. I was likening it to them ceasing action, or existence in this case, when observed. I am already mortified. What the fuck?
Abnormally small head with no discernible...
Okay, that's discrimination, okay? He's born like that, he can't help it. Now I understand why he's so murderous. They just keep telling him he's got a small head.
Elbows branch into 3 sets of lower arms each. Elongated torso approximately 1.9 meters in length, presumably for extra digestive capacity. Pelvis terminates in a
1.9 meters of torso! I did not expect this thing to be that humongous, but it's kind of looking sexier by the moment. Dude, do you know how tall that is? I know it's not like the peanut who literally stops when you move at him, when you look at him. And I hate that, by the way. I hate that. That shit freaks me out. I don't know why, but that shit freaks me out. It makes me very, very anxious. But the fact that it stops existing when you look at it, you can never actually perceive it in that case. Upstaged by an SCP yet again. So it exists, but only when you don't see it. And it will kill you. That's basically it. And you will never find out. Nobody will ever see it. Because it just stops existing the moment you see it. How did I capture this, I wonder?
A crescent-shaped protrusion of osseous tissue with a blade-like lower edge. Levitates above the ground at a fixed height of 0.5 meters.
Fixed height.
While SCP-5031 has no nutritional needs, it will nevertheless hunt and consume any human or animal it encounters by using its pendulous lower body to down targets. SCP-5031 does not sleep and is incapable of expression or verbal communication.
I love that they know that. I love that they know that they tried to talk to it, and this thing just dead silent. To down targets. That's a very polite way of saying that. He's such a big boy. He is a big boy. He do be a big boy. Look at us discussing like one of the most gruesome man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. Be like, oh, he's just a big man. He's just a big boy. He's a little meow meow. He does not use his schlong. That is not his... That's not his schlong, right? No, that's his tail. That's not his schlong. That's not the penor. There's no way. There is no way.
Addendum. As of 14/02/2018, senior researcher Stanley Huxtable is now acting in the role of HCL supervisor for SCP-5031. The following is a selection of relevant correspondences from senior researcher Huxtable to site director Yusuf Mustafi, elucidating research progress.
So I'm wondering, because it has a supervisor, it has been caught. I wonder how that happens, because it cannot be seen. Because if you look at it, it stops existing. It is no longer in the space that it is occupying. Like, it literally doesn't exist anymore. You can't see it on images of photo cameras or video because it doesn't show up. How did they get this? How did they catch this motherfucker? How do? If you want it hard enough, anything can be a little meow meow. He is a little meow meow. Look at him. He's a little meow meow. That tail's dick shit. I mean, swinging it as a big pendulum. Oh no, he helicopter. Helicopter. You can see oh yeah, you can see a shadow. I'm guessing if you stare away and look back at him, you can maybe see him for a fraction of a second. I wonder how fast it is, because if it literally stops existing the moment it is perceived, do you actually perceive it first, or does it escape perception entirely? That's kind of the thing. Like, does it just stop existing the moment, like, before you realize you've perceived it? Or do you briefly catch a glimpse and it stops existing? I really wonder if that's the case. You can't look at it with a drone, you probably can with your camera, but it doesn't show up on camera. Video and photography devices do not capture the appearance. However, the shadow does not cause cessation of existence. So you can only see his shadow, but you can't see him. He's shy. He's just shy. He's just a little guy. He's just a little meow meow. He's a little shy. Perhaps it doesn't know you're staring at him and he doesn't disappear. I don't know. I think it's like a constraint kind of thing, right? I don't think he does it consciously. Then again, I don't know. I'm just making up shit at this point, because it hasn't been said if he makes himself cease to exist, or if it's just like a cosmic rule of being perceived means being yoked from existence. Maybe he gets warped to a different plane. Why the fuck is bro headless? Excuse me. This is his head. He's born like that, and it is unfair of you to judge him for it. This is why he kills people. It's an SCP. I feel like making up stuff that is not told is fair. Oh yeah, no, definitely. But I wonder if they're like going to tap into that later or not. But it's fun to theorize. He's necklace. He is necklace. He has no discernible neck. Much like a lot of anime fans. That's not a head, that's a head. See, listen, okay? Don't stick your dick in there. Do not stick your pee-pee in there. That's not a good idea. No head. He does have a head, it's just very small, okay? You're bullying him. You're bullying the little meow meow. He is already shy. This is why he's shy. He's very self-conscious about his little head. At least he's Keter and not Apollyon. He ain't world-threatening. Yeah, no, he's not world-threatening. He's just dangerous. At least he's just Keter. Keter? Keter. 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 I forget the pronunciation. Keep that boy in a cage. Keep that boy somewhere he is perceived. Just like with the peanut, just keep him somewhere where everyone can always keep an eye on him at all times. Editing Rain here. In hindsight, this might not be ideal, since he will be non-existent, and thus it would be impossible to monitor him. A cage would indeed be better.
1402, 2018. Initial impressions.
Valentine's Day!
I have no idea who wrote this, but there's a lot I'd like to say to them. I'm not a fan of abandoning a living creature inside a metal box for 10 years, no matter how pragmatic it may be. It's difficult to fathom that such things were considered the norm a decade ago. Have you ever heard something scream from behind 10 inches of iron for hours on end? When I do my redraft, remind me to add anomalous resistance to hoarseness somewhere in the description.
10 inches of iron, that's a big-ass cage. I don't know how strong this guy is, actually. I don't think they said. Some SCPs are unkillable, some are not. So would he tank a gunshot or not? I don't know. They haven't said yet. I don't know if they even try to kill it. Good luck aiming at it when it's not existing. That's also a thing, yeah. It literally just stops existing. I don't know if it's warped to, like, another plane of existence, or if it, like, literally stops being a thing. But his shadow is still there, so that's all you got. Editing Rain here again, I did in fact misinterpret this. I thought his shadow still remained visible when the monster disappears. This is not the case. The only thing you can see about him is his shadow.
Your magic and get the boys to retrofit the containment cube with an aperture and security vestibule. I'd like to run some tests that require exposing SCP-5031 to certain stimuli.
Stimuli.
0803, 2018. Round 1 tests. Sound. Summary. Forward. Installed speakers in the containment vestibule and played various albums of natural ambience and popular music. SCP-5031's propensity for screaming worked as a convenient way to measure its stress levels. 100% would be considered its typical screaming, volume and duration, over 48 hours, and 0% would be no screaming at all. Selection: morning forest ambience, stress level 43%, seaside paradise ambience 48%, deep grotto ambience 62%, the best of Mozart 13%, the best of Enya 18%, the best of Ben Folds 6%.
Ooh, that's pretty
The best
good.
of Jethro Tull 59%.
Ooh, that's
the
so
best
good.
of Kiss 23%.
Let's go. My boy is not a metalhead, but he likes Enya, and honestly, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. That is so funny, though. My man likes music. He is a little meow meow. He is a little meow meow. He's just a little guy. He's a very big little guy. If you set a robot to watch him the whole time, he can potentially make him just not exist. I wonder if that is the case. I don't know if robots count as perceiving, because robots don't really have a consciousness. Bro likes Mozart. Bro likes Mozart. Honestly, I can't blame him. Mozart's pretty baller sometimes. If he doesn't like loud stuff, do not make him listen to Dragon Force. I'm not sure if it's the loudness that he doesn't like or if it's just the speed. Because if he doesn't like the speed of Kiss, then yeah, he's gonna hate Dragon Force. He's gonna hate Dragon Force. I think it is the rhythm, probably. Partially rhythm, partially speed, and maybe melodiousness. The things that he does like all have pretty clear melodies. If he doesn't like Kiss, he doesn't like Dragon Force either. But he doesn't hate it either. Like, it's a lot better than just silence to him. Haven't felt bad for an SCP before, but torturing it with grotto ambience is something else. Listen, okay, I think I would unironically enjoy grotto ambience. I think I would actually enjoy that. Maybe this guy is just not meant for the grottos, don't get me wrong, but I think I would actually unironically like that.
Afterward. Efficacy of music for stress reduction gradually decreases over time. I've assembled a playlist of SCP-5031's favorite music to play on shuffle in its enclosure in perpetuity. Stress levels consistently remain in the 15 to 25% range.
That's not bad.
Baseline adjusted accordingly.
That's pretty good.
2203-2018. Round 2 tests. Play. Summary. Test. Threw softball into enclosure.
Ooh.
Result: SCP-5031 sliced the ball in two. Test. Tossed basketball into enclosure. Result: SCP-5031 sliced the ball open. Test. Rolled bowling ball into enclosure. Result: SCP-5031 scratched a couple of grooves into the ball, then rolled the ball around the enclosure with the blunt end of its tail for 20 minutes. Stress levels remained less than 60%.
He likes playing with the ball!
Test. Rolled another bowling ball into the enclosure. Result: SCP-5031 used the blunt end of its tail to hit the balls together for a while. Stress levels remained less than 40% after play.
He is a little meow meow. He likes balls. He's just a pupper. He's just a puppy. He is 77% common with Kiss. I think he likes it enough. Yeah, I do think he likes it enough. He really is a meow meow. He needs some enrichment. He likes balls. Imagine having an eldritch creation as a pet. He just does a little murdering. I mean, the fact that he doesn't need nutrition and still kills everything is kind of fucked up. But he's just a little meow meow. He's just a little baby. He's just a little guy. He likes balls. He likes to play. He's just a baby. I actually feel bad for him. Like, this guy is just, he was created or born or whatever. I don't know what happened to him, but he was born to murder, and he does that, and then he gets cruelly taken away and forced into a containment, and now he just has to sit there and he can't murder anymore. What's he gonna do if he can't hunt? Play with balls. He likes music and he likes balls. Like, he's just a little baby. He's just a gooby. He's just like me, for real, for real.
Test. Bowling ball chipped and would no longer roll properly. Unplanned. Result: stress levels increased to around 115%.
Oh, he's upset.
Test. Replacement bowling ball provided. Result:
He's upset.
stress levels fell back to around 40%. Test. Tossed basketball into enclosure. Result: SCP-5031 picked up and played with the ball. Stress levels remained less than 20% after play.
Previously, he destroyed these balls. He plays with them now. He plays with balls. He's a baby. He's just a little baby. He's just a little pet. He learned not to break them. He learned to play nice. It does remind me of bears as well. It does remind me of bears because, like, bears are obviously very dangerous and you don't want to be around one, but they're also just kind of goobies. They just want to play with balls.
SCP-5031 began to use its hands to play with the basketball, possibly to avoid accidentally damaging it. Motor skill comparable to that of a toddler. SCP-5031 still prefers bowling ball for kicking. 0504-2018.
Cute.
Round 3 tests. Food. Summary. Forward. SCP-5031 was given the choice between two potential food sources placed at opposite ends of the enclosure. Choices: human corpse or pig carcass. Selection: pig carcass. Choices: pig carcass or chicken carcass. Selection: pig carcass. Choices: pig carcass or rotisserie chicken. Selection: rotisserie chicken.
I love chicken.
Choices:
I love
chicken
rotisserie
carcass or rotisserie chicken. Selection: rotisserie chicken. Choices: live chicken or rotisserie chicken. Selection: rotisserie
It
chicken.
prefers not to hunt.
Choices: roasted turkey
up.
or rotisserie chicken. Selection: neither, presumed sated.
Oh, he ate all of them.
Afterward,
Okay, I see.
while it's true that SCP-5031 doesn't necessarily need to eat, feeding it regularly has caused a marked decrease in average stress levels. Stress reduction seems to scale proportionally with the quality of food provided.
Wait, they just didn't feed it because he doesn't need to eat? I mean, that's a logical assumption to make if he doesn't have like a digestive tract. He's a hangry baby. He just wanted some good food. He's not even evil. He's literally not even evil. He just wants to eat and he wants to play. He's literally a baby. It's literally a baby. I could keep this one as a pet. I love him. I love him. I adore him. Are we sure it's an animal, not some alien's kid? It might be. I don't know. I don't think we know what it is.
Also of note is that SCP-5031 prefers to use its tail to pry and cut meat into bite-sized portions rather than rip the meat into chunks with its teeth or hands.
He's so well behaved. He's civilized. Guys, I kind of want him as a pet. I think I can fix him. But not in the romantic way. I can fix him as in I can train him. I could. I know I could. I could train him. I just need to go to puppy training and get him socialized. Enrichment. I love him. I would die for him.
1204-2018. Round 4 tests. Coexistence. Summary. Test 1. SCP-5031 fed until sated. Live subject, common chicken, introduced to enclosure. Result: SCP-5031 observed subject from a distance for several minutes and then rolled a bowling ball towards subject at high speed. Subject was killed instantly. SCP-5031's stress levels rose immediately and drastically.
He accidentally killed his friend. He wanted to play, but the chicken is too soft. The chicken was too fragile. Baby.
Test 2. Bowling balls removed from enclosure. SCP-5031 fed until sated.
How do you
Live
remove the
subject,
bowling
common
balls?
chicken, introduced to enclosure. Result: SCP-5031 gently rolled a basketball towards subject. Ball hit subject lightly. Subject responded with a small cry and moved away. SCP-5031 did not engage with subject any further. Test 3. SCP-5031 fed until sated. Live subject, Class D, blindfolded, introduced to the enclosure, and instructed to sit and roll basketball forward. Then wait until it came back and roll away again. Result: subject and SCP-5031 successfully rolled the ball back and forth for several minutes. SCP-5031 eventually abandoned the activity and approached the subject. Per safety protocol, subject removed their blindfold to terminate the activity. Test 4.
Wait, he just wants to play. He's gentle. I love him. I love him. I love him. Maybe it's just like a lost child. Maybe he's just a sassy lost child and he's screaming for his mom. Maybe it is just an alien. Honest to God, it might just be a baby. It might just be a baby. He might just be an actual, like, child of something.
SCP-5031 fed until sated. Live subject, Class D, introduced to the enclosure and instructed to toss a tennis ball at the wall. Let it ricochet behind them, then catch and repeat. Result: SCP-5031 stood behind subject and successfully engaged in a game of catch, mimicking subject's action of letting ball ricochet against the wall.
That's kind of cute.
Afterward, SCP-5031's motor skills appear to be rapidly improving. 1605-2018. Round 5 tests. Symbols. Summary. Forward. 5 LCD displays were fitted into the wall of SCP-5031's enclosure, each with a lit button and a food dispenser underneath. Test 1. 2.
They're training it! They're training it! They're doing doggy training with it! I love him so much. I love him so much. This is so fun. Maybe it does need food, but his biology allows it to run out of fumes. Yeah, I think so too. I think it doesn't like need food to survive, but I do think it feels hunger. Basically a very cursed Nintendog. He's just a baby though. Look at him. I think he can be trained. I believe he can be trained. Like, they're trying to train him right now. I think he can be trained. They're improving his skills. They're making him more agile. And I know that they're making him basically more deadly because they're improving his motor skills and they're making him smarter. Surely that wouldn't backfire.
Stations activated. Screen 1 displayed the image of a rock. Its button dispensed rocks. Screen 2 displayed the image of a rotisserie chicken. Its button dispensed pieces of chicken.
Chicken.
Result: SCP-5031 poked at the image of the chicken for a few minutes and eventually hit the button. Chicken was dispensed until SCP-5031 was satisfied.
They're training
Test 2.
him.
Screen displays and the materials dispensed were swapped. Result: SCP-5031 hit the button it had hit the previous day and received a rock. It then went to the other screen and hit the button to dispense chicken. Test 3. Screen displays and materials dispensed were swapped back to their original positions and set to swap again at random intervals after the first distribution. Result: SCP-5031 went directly to the button next to the image of the chicken, experienced apparent confusion after the first mid-distribution swap, but quickly learned to watch the images. Test 4.
Smart.
3 more stations, screens, buttons, dispensers were activated. 4 stations displayed the word rock and dispensed rocks. 1 station displayed the word chicken and dispensed chicken. Arrangement set to change.
Are they teaching it to read? Because first they had images, and that's very easy to recognize, but they're teaching him to read? They're teaching him to read?
Randomly several times over the following days. Result: through trial and error, SCP-5031 determined which station dispensed chicken. SCP-5031 subsequently went to the station marked chicken whenever the displays were swapped. Test 5. All stations deactivated except 1. Screen displayed the word chicken. 7 wood blocks were set in front of the station, each marked with one of the letters in the word chicken. The station's button was set to remain unlit and inactive until the blocks were arranged in the correct order. Result: SCP-5031 expressed apparent frustration, hitting the inactive button repeatedly and striking the wall with its tail. Test 6. Same as previous test, but screen displayed the word chicken with each letter overlaid on a photo of a wood block. Result: after 12 minutes, SCP-5031 successfully assembled the word chicken.
That's so fast! Oh my god, he's so smart! But like I said earlier, surely this wouldn't backfire.
It can learn language using
It can learn language!
2908-2018.
So smart!
Round 6 tests. Vocabulary. Results. Forward. SCP-5031 has learned to use letter blocks to form the following words. Foods: chicken, turkey, pork, tofu,
he's so smart.
beef,
He's
bread,
so smart.
more salt, more pepper,
More salt.
more cooked. Music: Mozart, Enya, Ben Folds, forest, seaside, white noise, more volume, less volume, and silence. Play: basketball, bowling ball, tennis ball, cat, dog, human, Robert, D52125, Stanley, and alone.
Oh my god, he's learning names! He's learning to spell really accurately too. That's so impressive. He's not hostile towards anything that's there just to be friendly to him. He wasn't hostile to the chicken because he had eaten and he wanted to play with the chicken, and he wasn't hostile to the person, to Class D, because he wanted to play with them. So as long as you're not being a cunt and he's been fed, he's just a big dangerous puppy. Perhaps he's in a different reality. I think so too. Maybe he just warped. Maybe he got warped to somewhere else, like a different plane. I don't think he has necessarily hostile intentions. I think he was just eating because he was hungry. He was hungry and lost.
Through its increased vocabulary and human interaction, SCP-5031 has made the following progress. Established food preferences and dish pairings.
Yeah!
Learned to sing non-verbally, and learned to juggle. Six-handed juggling is something to behold.
That's so smart! Dude, I can't juggle. I don't have that kind of motor skill. I mean, I could, but I don't have the patience, and I don't have the hand-eye coordination.
05-10-2018. Round 7 tests. Activities. Summary. Test 1. Introduced table, paper, and crayons into the enclosure.
Oh, they're learning.
Live subject D52125 instructed to demonstrate drawing for SCP-5031. Result: SCP-5031 learned to draw. Discernible subjects depicted in its artwork include D52125, SCP-5031, a rotisserie chicken, a cat, and myself.
Oh,
Test
so
2.
cute.
Introduced piano to the enclosure. Live subject D52125
Oh, he's got 6
instructed
hands.
to play chopsticks blindfolded and invite SCP-5031 to play along. Subject had time to practice beforehand. Result: SCP-5031 learned chopsticks in 2 days, though it appeared more interested in making its own original music complete with vocals.
Oh.
These compositions might be considered crude by human
Oh,
standards.
that's so cute.
Test 3. Introduced
he has a
spice
toddler.
rack into the enclosure. Live subject D52125 instructed to demonstrate seasoning meats. Result: SCP-5031 spent almost 3 straight days experimenting with different combinations of foods and spices. SCP-5031 assembled the words more, more with its letter blocks after running out of garlic powder.
Garlic powder! Oh, he's my goat! He loves garlic powder! He's finally off the white people seasoning! He is no longer eating only salt and pepper! He discovered garlic powder! Might actually be able to play Rush E! Honestly, man got 6 hands. Like, he can play masterfully on that piano if he practices. Do love garlic powder. I love garlic. They're teaching him how to cook. Let him cook. Dude, I'm so excited. I am so happy with this guy. He's wonderful. I love him. Bro loves garlic. I mean, he's not entirely off the white people seasoning yet. They do have 2 more spices. One of them is garlic powder, unfortunately. And the other one's paprika. He picks up things surprisingly quick. Yeah, he picks it up really quick. If you have 6 hands and bored as fuck, you would learn a shit ton of things. He could learn so many things. I want to see some of his drawings.
SCP-5003 only engages with art and music when accompanied by D52125, but it continues to be preoccupied with food preparation even when alone. 04/01/2019.
Oh, my boy loves cooking! My boy loves cooking! His special interest is cooking. I love him. I love him. His special interest is food and cooking. I swear. I love him so much.
Round 8 tests. Cooking. Results. Forward. Basic kitchen utilities installed in enclosure. Sharp implements withheld per security protocol. SCP-5031 used its tail to cut food. Live subject
so smart.
D52125 instructed to demonstrate preparation of various recipes. Recipes learned: quesadilla, taco, hamburger, fried rice, Mongolian beef, spicy chicken curry, chocolate chip cookies, sponge cake with buttercream, fudge, clam chowder, steak, macaroons, chicken abodo, smoked salmon, and profiteroles.
He's so smart. I am in awe.
SCP-5031 has a severe peanut allergy. This should be included in the revised containment procedures. I would also like...
How did they find out he has peanut allergy? How does he even have an allergy? That means he has like some kind of normal. I mean, I'm not gonna go into the semantics of that. But how do they fix it? Do they give him like an EpiPen? How do they fix that? Severe peanut allergies can actually kill you. That shit dangerous. How do they make sure he doesn't die? You know.
To note that SCP-5031 is now a better chef than the average human. It has begun to create its own recipes. D52125 has volunteered to taste test.
Oh my god, I love him. Oh, it's his special interest. He has a special interest in food and in cooking. I love him so much.
30/06/2019. Update. SCP-5031 has said its first word. Salt.
Salt!
We are all immensely proud. 29/11/2019.
We are all immensely proud.
Final
oh my god,
test.
I love him!
Summary. SCP-5031 was given 2 months to develop a 3-course meal to serve at the Biosite 59 cafeteria for personnel working over Thanksgiving.
Robert is
Its
a real
selections
one.
were as follows. First course, sweet potato turmeric miso soup. Second course, duck confit with apple cider glaze and cranberry compote topping paired with butternut squash gnocchi on a bed of kale seasoned with truffle salt. Third course, a slice of spiced cassava pie topped with French vanilla ice cream and maple hazelnut syrup. SCP-5031 also debuted its original composition,
I love him
Piano
so
Sonata
much.
for 6 hands.
For 6 hands? Jesus Christ! Also, I have to say, like, most of those meals sound pretty good. Those sound pretty good. Like, duck, I love duck. Oh, apple cider glaze and cranberry compote. That sounds really good. That sounds like a combination I would love. A slice of spiced cassava pie topped with French vanilla ice cream and maple hazelnut syrup. I love that he makes ice cream. This is great. This is my favorite. I love him. I adore him. He's my favorite too now. I love him so much. He is great. Maple hazelnut syrup? Like, holy shit, man. I love him. This is great. I adore him. This is my favorite SCP now. I love him so much. He loves 2 of the things that I love too. He loves cooking and food, and he loves music. I love this guy. He's my favorite. I love him.
In a live performance broadcast from its enclosure, personnel response was overwhelmingly positive. SCP-5031 stress levels at 0%.
Scratching outside?
Testing successfully concluded. Revised documentation submitted for approval.
Bro, someone is shoveling snow. He deserves all the love. I love him so much.
SCP-5031 stress levels
At
0%.
0%.
Testing successfully concluded. Revised documentation submitted for approval.
Oh my god. I love
This
him.
concludes today's lecture.
Article was written by Pepper's Ghost. He is a baby. He's my baby. This is my baby now. I love him so much. This was a good one. I love it. It was very wholesome. It was very nice. I love learning about the SCPs that people in my community really like, because it makes me feel like you're sharing something you enjoy with me, and I want to share the things that I enjoy with you guys. So yeah, I love garlic. I could never be a vampire. I could never have a vampire boyfriend. I love garlic too much. I'm not giving that up.